Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into AI and machine learning? It seems like everyone's talking about it these days. But what's the reality beyond the hype?
Well, it's definitely a hot topic,
Yeah,
and for good reason, but I think it's important to cut through the noise and understand what AI and machine learning actually are and how they're shaping our world. That's what we're here to do today.
exactly. Let's break it down. So first things first, what is artificial intelligence really?
At its core, AI is about creating intelligent agents, computer systems that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Think of things like problem solving, decision making, learning, and even things like understanding language and recognizing images.
So we're talking about building systems that can think like humans.
In a way, yes. But it's not about replicating human consciousness or anything like that. It's more about creating systems that can exhibit intelligent behavior.
Okay, so that's AI. Now, where does machine learning fit into all of this?
Machine learning is a subset of AI that focuses on giving computers the ability to learn from data without being explicitly programmed.
So instead of programming a machine with specific rules, we're feeding it data and letting it figure things out on its own.
Exactly. Think about Netflix recommendations. Instead of programmers deciding which movies you might like, an algorithm analyzes your viewing history and predicts what you might enjoy based on patterns in the data.
That makes a lot more sense. No one knows my movie taste better than, well, my own viewing history.
And that's the power of machine learning. It can find patterns and make predictions that humans might miss.
So it's about recognizing those hidden connections and making predictions based on data.
Precisely. And there are different types of machine learning, each with its own approach.
Like what? What are the different types of machine learning?
Well, there are three main categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning.
Okay, let's start with supervised learning. What's that all about?
Imagine you're teaching a child to identify different animals. You show them a picture of a cat and say, this is a cat. Then you show them a picture of a dog and say, this is a dog. In supervised learning, we do something similar with machines.
So we're giving the machine labeled data, and it learns to associate those labels with specific features.
Exactly. It learns to map inputs to outputs based on the labeled examples it's been given.
So it's like training a machine to recognize patterns by showing it lots of examples.
That's a great way to think about it. Now, unsupervised learning is a bit different. It's like giving a child a box of different colored blocks and letting them figure out how to sort them without any instructions.
So in this case, we're not giving the machine any labels or answers. It has to figure out the patterns on its own.
Exactly. It's about finding structure in data where there are no explicit labels.
So it's more like exploration and discovery, letting the machine uncover hidden relationships in the data.
Precisely. This is useful for things like customer segmentation, where we want to group similar customers together based on their behavior.
Interesting. So we've got supervised learning, which is about learning from labeled examples, and unsupervised learning, which is about finding patterns in unlabeled data. What about reinforcement learning?
Reinforcement learning is all about learning through trial and error. Imagine training a dog to do a trick. You reward them when they do it right, and you might correct them when they make a mistake.
So the machine is learning by interacting with its environment and receiving feedback.
Exactly. It learns to take actions that maximize its rewards over time. This is how we're training self-driving cars and developing AI systems that can play games.
Wow, this is starting to make a lot more sense. So we have these different learning styles, but what's actually going on inside the machine? What makes all of this possible?
It all comes down to algorithms and data. Algorithms are essentially sets of instructions that tell the machine how to process the data and make predictions.
So if the algorithm is like the recipe, the data is like the ingredients.
That's a good analogy. The algorithm determines how to combine and transform the data to achieve a specific goal.
And machine learning algorithms are special because they can actually learn from the data they're given.
Precisely. The more data you feed a machine learning model, the better it becomes at making predictions.
So data is king in the world of machine learning.
Absolutely. The quality and quantity of data are crucial for training effective machine learning models.
Okay, so we've got algorithms and data. What about this term neural networks? I hear that a lot, but I'm not sure I really understand what it means.
Neural networks are a type of machine learning algorithm inspired by the structure of the human brain. Imagine a network of interconnected nodes, like neurons, that process and transmit information.
I'm picturing this intricate web of connections. How does that help a machine learn?
By adjusting the strength of connections between these nodes, a neural network can learn to recognize patterns and make predictions. It's a bit like how our brains form connections between neurons as we learn new
So
things.
like the network is rewiring itself based on the data it's receiving, getting better at recognizing patterns.
Exactly, and one of the key processes involved is something called backpropagation. It's a way for the network to adjust its internal parameters to minimize errors and improve its accuracy.
So it's like the network is constantly fine-tuning its vision based on feedback, getting better at making predictions.
That's a great way to put it. And this ability to learn from data is what makes neural networks so powerful for tasks like image recognition, natural language processing, and even predicting things like stock market trends.
This is all so fascinating. So we've gone from these basic AI concepts to the intricate workings of neural networks. It's amazing how far this technology has come. But before we get too deep into the technical details, I want to step back and look at the bigger picture.
Okay, sounds good.
How is all of this playing out in the real world? What are some of the ways that AI and machine learning are already impacting our lives?
Well, one area where AI is making a huge difference is healthcare. We're seeing AI systems that can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs and detect diseases with an accuracy that rivals or even surpasses human doctors.
Wow, that's incredible. So AI is becoming like a super-powered diagnostic tool for doctors.
Exactly. It can help doctors make faster and more accurate diagnoses, which can lead to better treatment outcomes for patients.
And it's not just diagnostics, right? What about other areas of healthcare?
AI is being used to develop new drugs, personalize treatment plans, and even predict patient outcomes. It's really transforming the entire healthcare landscape.
That's truly remarkable. It sounds like AI is revolutionizing healthcare in ways we could only dream of a few years ago.
And the advancements are happening so rapidly. It's really an exciting time to be working in this field.
It's clear that healthcare is one area where AI is making a huge impact. But what about other industries? Where else are we seeing this kind of transformation?
Well, transportation is another area where AI is making a big splash, particularly with the development of self-driving cars.
I can't wait to see self-driving cars on the road. It feels like we've been talking about them forever, but they're finally starting to become a reality.
It's definitely a game changer. Self-driving cars rely heavily on machine learning algorithms to process data from sensors and cameras, allowing them to navigate roads safely.
It's like the car is seeing and thinking for itself thanks to AI.
Exactly. And this technology has the potential to revolutionize transportation, making it safer, more efficient, and more accessible for everyone.
I'm all for that. So we've got healthcare and transportation. What about finance? I imagine AI is playing a big role there as well.
Absolutely. One area where AI is particularly impactful in finance is fraud detection. Banks and credit card companies use machine learning algorithms to analyze transactions in real time and flag any suspicious activity that might indicate fraud.
That's so important in today's world. With so many transactions happening online, it feels like fraud is becoming more and more common.
You're right, and AI is becoming an essential tool for combating financial crime.
And what about our everyday lives? Are there ways that AI is already impacting us that we might not even realize?
Oh, absolutely. Think about virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa. They use natural language processing to understand our commands and respond in a way that feels almost human.
It's true, I use Siri all the time. It's become so integrated into my daily routine.
And then there are search engines like Google. They use AI algorithms to understand our search queries and deliver the most relevant results.
I can't imagine life without Google.
Yeah.
It's amazing how AI is quietly working behind the scenes, making our lives easier and more convenient.
And let's not forget about recommendation systems. Whether you're browsing Netflix, Spotify, or Amazon, AI algorithms are working to suggest products, movies, or music that you might enjoy based on your past behavior and preferences.
It's like having a personal shopper or DJ, curating experiences tailored just for me.
Exactly. AI is all around us, even if we don't always see it.
It's mind-boggling to think about how much AI is already woven into the fabric of our daily lives, and it seems like it's only going to become more pervasive in the years to come.
Oh, absolutely. AI is rapidly advancing, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of its potential.
Well, this has been an eye-opening conversation so far. We've explored the fundamental concepts of AI and machine learning, delved into its real-world applications across various industries, and witnessed its potential to reshape the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us.
It's been a fascinating journey, and I'm eager to continue exploring the possibilities of this transformative technology as we move forward.
I'm with you. I'm excited to see what the future holds for AI and how it will continue to shape our world.
Me too. There are so many exciting developments on the horizon, and I can't wait to see what breakthroughs emerge in the coming years.
Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive, where we'll delve deeper into the future of AI and explore some of the most cutting-edge advancements that are shaping the landscape of this rapidly evolving field.
I can't wait to share more. It's going to be an exciting ride.
See you in part 2.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of AI and machine learning.
It's amazing to think about how far we've come in such a short time.
I know, right? We've gone from the basic building blocks of AI to its impact on things like healthcare and transportation.
And as we delve deeper into the future of AI, we're going to uncover even more groundbreaking advancements that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
I'm all ears. What are some of the areas where you see AI making the biggest leaps forward?
One area that's particularly exciting is the field of natural language processing, or NLP for short.
NLP.
Yeah, NLP. It focuses on enabling computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language.
So we're talking about things like chatbots, language translation, and even those AI writing assistants everyone's talking about.
Exactly. NLP is all about bridging the gap between human communication and machine understanding. And recent advancements in deep learning are leading to some incredible breakthroughs in this area.
Can you give us some examples of these breakthroughs? Like what's possible today that wasn't even imaginable a few years ago?
Well, imagine having a conversation with an AI assistant that not only understands your words, but also grasps the nuances of your tone, intent, and even your emotions.
Okay, yeah.
That's becoming a reality with the latest advancements in NLP. AI systems are now capable of generating human-quality text, translating languages with remarkable accuracy, and even composing music and poetry.
That's mind-blowing. It sounds like we're entering an era where communication with machines will become more natural and intuitive than ever before.
Precisely. And the implications are far-reaching. Imagine a world where language barriers are a thing of the past, where you can access information and services in any language with ease. Imagine AI assistants that can understand your needs and preferences so well that they can anticipate your requests before you even voice them.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's happening right now.
It really is. And as NLP continues to advance, we can expect even more incredible applications to emerge, transforming the way we communicate, learn, and interact with the world around us.
This is also fascinating. But as we develop increasingly sophisticated AI systems, I can't help but wonder about the potential risks and challenges that come with this level of technological advancement.
You raise a crucial point. As AI becomes more powerful and integrated into our lives, it's essential that we address the ethical considerations and potential risks associated with its use.
What are some of the key ethical concerns that we need to be mindful of as we continue to develop and deploy AI systems?
Well, one of the most pressing concerns is the potential for AI to be used in ways that perpetuate or even amplify existing societal biases.
Oh.
For example, if an AI system is trained on biased data, it may make decisions or predictions that discriminate against certain groups of people.
That's a serious issue. How can we ensure that AI systems are developed and deployed in a fair and equitable manner?
It's crucial to address bias in AI systems from the very beginning, starting with the data that is used to train them. We need to make sure that training data sets are diverse and representative of the populations that these systems will be used on. We also need to develop algorithms that are transparent and accountable so that we can understand how they are making decisions and identify any potential biases.
Transparency and accountability are essential. If we can't understand how AI systems are making decisions, it will be difficult to trust them or ensure that they're being used ethically.
I completely agree. We also need to be mindful of the potential impact of AI on employment.
Yep.
As AI systems become more sophisticated, they may automate tasks that are currently performed by human workers, leading to job displacement.
That's a valid concern. What can we do to mitigate the potential negative impact of AI on employment?
Well, it's important to focus on developing AI systems that complement and augment human capabilities rather than simply replacing them. We also need to invest in education and training programs that equip workers with the skills they need to thrive in an AI-powered world.
So it's not about humans versus machines, but about humans and machines working together.
Exactly. The goal should be to leverage the strength of both humans and AI to create a more productive and equitable society.
That's a hopeful vision. But I imagine there are other ethical challenges we need to consider as well. What about the issue of privacy? As AI systems collect and analyze more data about us, how can we protect our personal information and ensure that it's not being misused?
Privacy is paramount in the age of AI. We need to establish clear guidelines and regulations regarding the collection, storage, and use of personal data by AI systems.
Hmm.
Individuals should have the right to know what data is being collected about them, how it's being used, and who has access to it.
Those are essential safeguards.
Mhm.
It's crucial that we have strong privacy protections in place to prevent the misuse of personal data by AI systems.
I completely agree. And we need to be vigilant about the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes. As AI systems become more powerful, they could be used to create deepfakes, spread misinformation, or even launch cyber attacks.
Those are chilling possibilities. What steps can we take to protect ourselves from the potential misuse of AI for malicious purposes?
Well, we need to invest in research and development of AI security measures, such as robust authentication methods and intrusion detection systems. We also need to educate the public about the potential risks of AI and empower individuals to identify and report malicious activity.
It sounds like we need a multifaceted approach to address the ethical challenges and potential risks associated with AI. We need to foster responsible development practices, establish clear guidelines and regulations, and educate the public about the potential benefits and risks of this technology.
That's absolutely right. The future of AI depends on our ability to navigate these challenges responsibly and ethically. We need to work together as a society to ensure that AI is used for good and that its benefits are shared by all.
This has been a thought-provoking discussion. It's clear that AI has the potential to transform our world in profound ways, but it's crucial that we approach its development and deployment with caution and a strong ethical compass.
I couldn't agree more. As we continue our deep dive into the future of AI, we'll explore some of the most exciting and transformative advancements that are shaping this rapidly evolving field. But we'll also keep in mind the ethical considerations and potential risks that we need to address to ensure that AI benefits humanity as a whole.
I'm eager to continue our exploration. In the next part of our deep dive, I'm particularly interested in learning more about the role of AI in shaping the future of work and how we can prepare for the changes that lie ahead.
That's a topic I'm passionate about. The future of work is inextricably linked with the advancement of AI, and we need to be proactive in preparing for the shifts that are already underway.
Well, stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll explore the future of work in the age of AI, discuss the skills and mindsets needed to thrive in this evolving landscape, and envision a future where humans and AI collaborate to create a more equitable and fulfilling world. Welcome back to our deep dive, everyone. We're in the final stretch now.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly the time has flown by.
I know, right? But we've covered so much ground already. From the nuts and bolts of how AI works to its impact on everything from healthcare to self-driving cars.
I think it's been a really great overview so far.
Definitely. And now I'm really curious to talk about something that I know is on a lot of people's minds, the future of work.
Yeah, that's a big one. The future of work in the age of AI.
Exactly. AI is already automating so many tasks, and it seems like it's only going to accelerate from here.
You're right. AI is becoming increasingly sophisticated, capable of performing tasks that were once thought to be exclusive to humans.
So it's understandable that some people are worried about job displacement.
Absolutely. It's a valid concern. But I think it's also important to remember that AI has the potential to create new jobs and opportunities, as well as transform existing ones.
So it's not necessarily a zero-sum game.
Exactly. The relationship between AI and employment is complex. While some jobs may be automated, AI is also creating new industries and reshaping the way we work across various sectors.
Can you give us some specific examples of how AI is creating new jobs?
Sure. Think about the field of data science. The demand for data scientists who can analyze and interpret vast amounts of data has exploded in recent years, and this trend is only going to continue as AI becomes more prevalent.
That makes sense. Data is the fuel for AI, after all.
Exactly. And then there are entirely new industries emerging, like autonomous driving. This field requires engineers, designers, technicians, all sorts of skilled professionals to develop and maintain self-driving vehicles.
So the impact of AI on jobs goes beyond just tech jobs.
Absolutely. AI is also transforming traditional industries like healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. Doctors and nurses are using AI-powered tools for diagnostics and personalized treatment plans. Financial analysts are using AI to make more informed investment decisions, and factory workers are collaborating with robots to improve efficiency and safety on the production line.
It sounds like AI is becoming more of a collaborator than a competitor.
That's a great way to put it. AI is most effective when it's used to enhance human capabilities, not replace them entirely. I think the businesses and organizations that will thrive in the future are those that embrace this collaborative approach, leveraging the strengths of both humans and AI.
So looking ahead, what skills and mindsets do you think will be most important for success in an AI-powered world?
Well, first and foremost, I think adaptability is key. The pace of technological change is only going to accelerate, so workers need to be able to learn new skills and adapt to new ways of working throughout their careers.
It's like that saying, the only constant is change.
Exactly. But it's not just about being able to keep up with the latest tech trends. I think critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity will also be highly valued skills in the future.
Because those are the things that machines can't do as well as humans.
Yeah. Exactly. AI systems are great at following instructions and analyzing data, but they're not as good at thinking outside the box or coming up with novel solutions to complex problems.
So we need to focus on developing those uniquely human skills that set us apart from machines.
I think so. And I would add that emotional intelligence, communication, and collaboration will also be increasingly important. As AI automates more routine tasks, human workers will need to be able to connect with others, build relationships, and work effectively in teams.
So the future of work will be less about technical skills and more about human skills.
In many ways, yes. I believe that the ability to empathize, communicate effectively, and build strong relationships will become even more valuable as AI takes on more technical tasks.
This has been a really insightful conversation. It sounds like the future of work in the age of AI is full of both challenges and opportunities.
I think that's a great way to sum it up. It's not a simple black and white picture. There will be disruptions, but there will also be incredible opportunities for growth and innovation.
So what's your main takeaway for our listeners today? What's one piece of advice you would give to someone who wants to prepare for the future of work?
Embrace lifelong learning. The world is changing faster than ever before, and the only way to stay ahead of the curve is to continuously learn and grow. Be curious, be open to new ideas, and be willing to step outside your comfort zone.
That's great advice. So as we wrap up this final part of our deep dive, I'm feeling a mix of excitement and maybe a little bit of anxiety about what the future holds.
I think that's natural. Change can be both exciting and unsettling. But I'm optimistic that if we approach AI with a thoughtful and ethical mindset, we can harness its power to create a better world for everyone.
Well said. And I want to thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. It's been an incredible learning experience.
The pleasure was all mine. I always enjoy talking about AI, especially with someone as curious and engaged as you.
Well, that's it for a deep dive into AI and machine learning. Thank you all so much for listening. We hope you found it insightful and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Absolutely. And remember, the future is what we make it. So let's build a future where AI empowers humanity and helps us create a more just and equitable world for all.
We'll see you next time.